So, how's it going? This is Sonny Simmons. This is my 2019-2020 high school football preview before the season. It's been a while since I've done a video. My last video was 3 years ago. My last video was 3 years ago, 2016, 2017 season. So how's it going? Welcome back. My name is Sonny Simmons. It's my 2019-2020 high school football preview. So I'll be doing a preview of all schools in high school football in 2019-2020 school year, and what I think of who would do a good and 11-man and 8-man football. So let's get started. So let's get started with high school football. If you want to know that, let's start in High Desert. Let's start in the High Desert area, since that's where I live, out in the High Desert area. So let's start with the High Desert teams in high school football up here. There were some schools that have done really well in football the last couple seasons. Starting with a couple big. Let's start with a couple public schools. Apple Valley High School. Apple Valley High School has done really good in football the last 4 or 5 years. The known Apple Valley High School to do really good in football. I really think that Apple Valley High School will do really good again. What else? Serrano has been pretty. Serrano has been pretty decent the last couple years. I know they went through a little of a coaching change at the head coaching change. What else? Sultana, Spurrier, and all those schools that play in the Mojave River Lead, Oak Hills, and Burroughs. And all that have done pretty decent in the last couple years. So I know that Oak Hills and Asperia and Sultana and all them have done pretty decent the last couple years up here in the High Desert. What else? A Desert Sky lead with Silverado, Grant Hills, Victor, Adelanto, and Barstone. Silverado has done really well in football the last 5 or 6 years. Yeah, they made it to three semifinal games in a row one year, where they made it to CIF championship game. That I believe Victor has done pretty decent the last couple years. Have gone through a couple coaching changes in football. Barcelona has done okay the last couple years, and Grant Hills has done pretty decent the last couple years in varsity football. So pretty much Adelanto has done. Adelanto has done okay the first couple years that they had a football program. Last year they proved a little bit better last year at Atlanta. So that's pretty much of the public schools. So I believe all schools in the High Desert, I think they'll do pretty decent. I think Apple Valley will do pretty decent. I think Serrano will do pretty decent. I know Sultana has a new football coach, so I'm looking to see what he bring to the table. I think Spurrier could do okay. Burroughs and Oak Hills, and so I think pretty much I think all High Desert teams are going to do pretty good. So that's just pretty much my idea. A couple 8-man football. I know Spur Christian has done really well in 8-man football the last couple years. They made the last 2-3 semi-final games. They played in the CF championship for the first time since the 80s or something. I think it was the last time Spur Christian made it to CF championship in 8-man football. So just a little preview of a little high school football. So let's start. Let's go down a little bit more. Let's start with schools from down the hill. So remember before I talked about 3 years ago that a lot of schools from Orange County are really big in high school football. When if you talk about way down in Orange County, modern day Santa Margarita, Servite, J. Sarah, all those schools that play in the Trinity and lead in Corona, Centennial, and all those, and Edison and Huntington Beach and all those schools. But if you talk about like way down north, like in northern Orange County, like in Irvine, there's some pretty decent schools that have done pretty good the last couple of years down in that area. So so this is just my preview for this year. Also, my old high school, Los Altos, I believe will do pretty decent. My buddy Travis is now the new head coach at Los Altos, so I believe he's going to really do some really good things. So I just believe in some other schools in 8-man football that I've known that have done really well. So this is just my small preview. Also, so I will be doing another preview because the season will be starting pretty soon. So I will do another preview. So I'll be putting this video up on subscribe on my channel on Twitter. Subscribe on my follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'll be please subscribe. I'll be uploading this video. Probably be uploading this video sometime probably in the next few days. So please subscribe, follow me on Twitter and all social media. Likes any idea of any other videos about